this tutorial video, we will learn how to create storage tanks with a fixed roof. In this storage tank, we will know how to create a simple roof structure, a ranged bottom plate, radial roof plate, clean out door. Now we will start a new project, define the project name, select the location, define the module. Now let's add the bottom plate as a flat bottom, define the thickness, overlap, diameter, and now let's define the plate arrangement. Let's go and define the delivered plate dimensions. Let's make it 6 meters by 1.5. Rearrange it plate. Define the mid plate length. Now let's add a can 1. Define the inside diameter. Select the shell from different pieces. And now let's calculate the required angle to make the 0 degree at the center line of the first shell course. Let's add can 2. Let's make it look like can 1 and make the longitudinal building line orientation at 0. Let's add define the new shell course with a different thickness. Add compression ring. Select the tail B. Define the size of the angle. Now let's add a top radial roof. Define the inside diameter, slope, side diameter, number of segments, longitudinal building line orientation, and for make a rendering during the assembly, let's change the setting. And now we have the bottom plate arrangement and the first shell course assembly, the second shell course assembly, the third shell course assembly, the compression ring, the radial roof plate with overlap 50 millimeters, 14 segments, now let's select the shell and add an anchor chair. Let's add a new anchor chair. From here, select the type, define the orientation and number required. Let's make it 8. Now let's add a clean out door. Select the suitable type of davit. Define the orientation and let's click the assembly. Now we have the anchor chair. Now the clean out door with 24 by 24 inches. The parts of the clean out door, bolts, nuts, and davit. Now let's add another nozzle. Let's add N1 according to the API and select diamond wheel plate. Define the location and the projection from visual center line. Let's add a flange to this nozzle. Select the type, rating, size, and scalable. Define the projection from visual center line, and let's add a cover plate to the top roof. Let's add another nozzle. Define the size, wear plate, width and thickness, offset from visual center line, projection. Let's add a flange to this nozzle. Select the type as a raised face. Add a simple structure. Define the hub and the size of the comer, the tank inside diameter, repads, and the UPN offset, some other dimensions, and click Save. Now let's start the assembly. Now we have the second nozzle, the cover plates, the top roof nozzle, now the roof structure, by using SEG software, you can create many different types of static equipment. Now we will start creating the general arrangement drawing for this storage tank. So let's come back to SEG software, select the equipment, and from drawing select the size, define the location and spacing, select required tables, select the required building details, click Save, define the revision table and click Start. Now we have the revision table, bill of material, design data table, the notes, nozzle table, flange table, client document list, vessel document list, and the building details. Now let's add manually a top view for the storage tank, and let's move it beside the